Wow. So even Limbo has a slammer. Never thought I'd be breaking into jail. Aha. Let's give it a crack.
Doing fine, Becca.
Just doing God's work, are you, Bob?
Shoot.
Damn it. Gonna have to take a detour.
When are you not good? Hello, bruh. What? I'm bored. I don't got nothing else to play. I looked. The only other things I have are the Lego games, and I wasn't too sure if anyone would be interested if I played those. I thought we didn't talk about, I thought we didn't talk about this. Boy, Celeste loves this game. So for me, we may agree to disagree on it, but I genuinely think this game could have been better, and if it wasn't for this game, some of the stuff in Devil May Cry 5 wouldn't exist. Because Ninja's Theory, I would say, arguably contributed to 5. I do not like the fucking controls. Fucking hate the controls. 5. Well, yeah, I would say arguably yes. Hold on. This is gonna annoy the shit out of me because the messages pop up for like a split second and then like disappear. So I'm gonna have to look at the chat. Well, without this game, Devil May Cry 5 wouldn't exist. Yes, exactly. Plus, arguably, they did kind of fix Nero and kind of made him his own character because of the failed stuff with this version of Dante. They kind of, they gave him shorter hair, they kind of made him his own little character, and not like a carbon copy of Dante. I feel like that was something, this game kind of contributed. And I do feel like this game gets a lot of shit, but it does do some interesting stuff, but I feel like there was a lot of problems because of like the development and the pushback and stuff like that. When does it not hurt, Becca? You complain about it all the time when you come in the streams. Like, something's always wrong, your stomach's hurting. I get it, but still, like, nothing I can do. They gotta go to the doctor, I guess. I don't know. God. What else? Let me pull up the chat real quick.
Okay, there's the tower.
Let me pull up really quick. Hold on. Let me look for the chat. Turn down the audio. I did. Well, I don't know.
Back on track.
I don't know what to tell you.
Whatever you are, get the hell out of here.
Very hard. Get the hell out of here. Fuck you. I will say that this game has a lot of problems. Well, Nero's look is more like Dante and DMC4, and this DMC5 looks like his own character. Well, DMC5's look kind of takes inspiration from this game when you really think about it. Like, it does have some influence, I feel like, from this version of Dante. Now, arguably, I would say that this version of Dante, you can say, is not perfect. It has its problems, but I would say it's still solid enough to where you can shut up. What? It's the truth. When you look at Nero in Devil May Cry 5, more specifically, his hair takes inspiration, also, hey, butthead, from this version of Dante. His personality still goes back to DMC4's, but it does have that hint from this game. But the thing is, what DMC5, not Dante, but Nero does is actually complete his moveset in a way that DMC4 didn't do. The problem with DMC4, I would say, at least not Dante, but Nero, is the fact that I would say arguably, as much as I like certain things with it, it does feel like there's something off about it. I'm this close to meeting her. I'm trying to think. Basically, they kind of, what's the word? They kind of, in a sense, complete his moveset in a way that DMC4 couldn't. Because he actually has, like, more... Arguably, DMC4 Nero had variety, but I feel like it wasn't complete because of the fact that... Really, it's hard to really think. He had variety, but there was points where I feel like that wasn't too much variety because you're kind of doing the same thing. If we didn't know Nero was the son of Virgil in DMC4, I would have thought he was Dante's kid. Arguably, if it was Dante's kid, he would honestly probably look more like a Lady or Lucia. And arguably, not kind of doubtful on either one. Because Dante, we don't even know if he gets around. But Lady can shut up. But here's what I'm trying to say. That this game does kind of really fix, not this game, but DMC5 takes a lot from this game when it comes to Nero. Shut up. Because I feel like Nero in DMC4, his gameplay style is fun, but it also is a bit basic and bland. Like, it's basically for newcomers. That's really all it is. Besides, the Devil Bringer kind of being great at some points, it also is kind of too basic because it's like, it's basically designed and it's there for certain players to really just do whatever with. Like, arguably, your main strategy is using your gun, your Red Queen, and just grabbing enemies and fucking with them for 5 hours. That's it. When it comes to DMC5, I feel like they finally completed Nero's, moveset to kind of make it like Dante's, but in a different way. Where the Devil Bringer kind of, I would say, arguably, is Nero's version of a Devil Arm. Like, that's something I felt like Nero was missing from DMC4, and in some aspects, because he didn't really have any Devil Arms, he didn't have any type of stuff besides just this, that, and the other, and I feel like Five found a way to really fix certain things and make it work. And I would argue that as much crap as this game gets, I feel like there was...
Poor bastards.
I feel like the style of this game is great. The storytelling, I would say, is where the game falls flat. And it doesn't feel like DMC. Especially because, like, arguably, here's where I feel like, okay, for a remake, this is kind of doing, it's DMC in name, but not in story. Like in characters and name, it's DMC. In style and also in lore, it's not. Unlike, you would say, what's the word? Resident Evil remakes. I feel like that's where a lot of people, hold on. I don't like the controls either. Hold on. Hold on. Okay. I'm gonna pause it for a second just to explain my point, what I'm trying to get at. Okay? Arguably, this type of remake is basically not... it's trying to do its own thing, but also trying to be different in a different way. Like, arguably, the reason why the Resident Evil remakes worked was because they do add something to the gameplay, but they also still keep it within this idea. Like, yeah, the remakes get a lot of shit. They have their problems, but they are somewhat faithful to the characterizations of the Capcom characters. So, like, Leon somewhat still feels like Leon, and he does have a bit of an arc and a journey. You're back. You motherfucker, you missed my point. You leave, and I'm trying to explain a point, and you just like, fuck you, I'm out. How dare you? How dare you? Well, here's what I'm saying. I'm saying that when it comes to as much problems if we are going to give the remakes of... I was looking at a short, of course you were. As much problems as this remake has, like with characterizations and stuff like that. Yeah, these are characters that are the same as DMC, but only in name. It does have a few original ones. I feel like the reason why this game struggled wasn't because of them trying to completely remake Devil May Cry and they gave it to a game studio that blah blah blah. Ninja Theory originally wanted to make this game close to what's the word? The old, like the original games. Like they wanted to keep it faithful. It was Capcom that said no. But the problem is, I do feel like the reason why the Resident Evil remakes, I would say, arguably, as much as they have their problems, they they do also kind of keep things somewhat with faithful versions of the characters. Like, Leon still feels like the Leon from the original PS2 classic. Ada feels like Ada. Stuff like that. They look like the characters, and they sometimes feel like the characters. But they do also add things when they need to add them. And I would say, arguably, that is where this game kind of struggles. Where there are characters like Dante and Virgil in name, but certain aspects of the lore has been fucked around with, and you really, like, arguably, they do lose something that the original games had that this game doesn't have. Like, why exactly Dante is the way he is. What if you take certain pieces out of a character, you lose that character. And I would say arguably the newer remakes for like Resident Evil are solid because they understand the characters, and you have to also expand on them as well. Because even if those remakes have their problems, DmC Virgil isn't even Virgil. I would say yes, I can agree with that in a lot of ways, but I also feel like they did try. Okay, I will agree, but I also will say they did try to at least expand on him and actually kind of give him more when it comes to his character to really figure him out. And they were the only ones to actually give Virgil a DLC. Capcom has never, in the OG Devil May Cry series, given Virgil A DLC, B, his own game, C, really anything outside of Special Edition. We have bits and pieces, and Virgil is sprinkled throughout the fucking timeline here and there. But arguably, this game actually did try to give Virgil something. You can wax and wane with its execution here and there, sure. But arguably, I would make the argument that they did at least try to do something with the character. And they tried to at least make him very similar to the original. Now, did they do it well? That's for other people to decide. But I would say that they at least did try to do something. For shut up. Here's my thing. I get that. How do I even activate the goddamn How do I even activate the devil trigger? Do I literally have to be at oh, okay. Yeah, like, so would I. I'm just saying that in general, I would say, arguably, this game did try to do something with the character of Virgil that the OG series didn't. I would say, arguably, this game does have some foundational elements that could have worked. And I feel like there are areas where this game could have been a good remake. I feel like if there was some tweaks to the story here and there, and I feel like some of the stuff could have been like refined more, especially when it comes to dialogue and characters, and really just flesh out and decide, okay, this is a different version, actually no DLC, that's almost as long as a normal game. Well, no, not always. There are some short-ass DLCs.
Go on, get lost.
I feel like there's some stuff. Oh, for fuck's sake.
Ah, great. Here's Mummy.
Come on. I feel like there are areas where this game could have succeeded because it's just some aspects of the way certain things were written that is the problem. I feel like that's why I feel like a lot of people have problems with this game, myself included. That and the controls are ass. I hate the controls. I don't like the controls. They're very weird. I'm so used to like the other DMC games that I don't like how the controls are kind of like this or that. What I mean is, I want a Virgil DLC that's nearly as long as the. Yeah, I get what you're saying, and there's a lot of ways you can do a DLC for Virgil. I don't know. I would say here's my thing. When it comes to this game, there are areas where this game could have succeeded and could have been a good remake. And I will say this because I think that I feel like where the game struggles is in its writing. I feel like the writing and the characterizations, I feel like they did lose a little bit, and there's not much of an arc for the characters. Yeah, Dante starts off like an asshole, and he becomes less of an asshole, but not completely. Should get a spit. I don't think Virgil. Well, you could say that he could get one, but it's like maybe treat it like First Light or Miles Morales, but it really wouldn't matter. Because the biggest thing they would need to do with Virgil is really make sure and refine his gameplay as well. Come here. Come on. I prefer playing 5 because of the fact that I do not like the controls. Fucked. Come here. Because I don't. Son of a bitch, man. I can't really be super creative because I don't know. It's really weird when it comes to the combo system because it's like I'm most of the time trying to pull myself towards enemies, not really thinking about it. And it's so clunky. Have you done the max orb glitch in DMC 5? No, and I don't plan to because arguably I can't platinum that game on my main account. I physically fucking hate it. I love Devil May Cry 5 to death, but fucking hate some of the difficulties for being such bullshit glitchy. Because the Awakening mission, and I believe the fucking, what was the other one? It was Awakening and fucking mother. I'm not. Suck my dick. I hate you. I hate this shit. You don't. 9 million? So you don't. Well, arguably, I've played the game so much. I don't even care about the orbs anymore because I just want to get past a couple levels. I legitimately played through all of Virgil's missions and S-rank them all, but I cannot S-rank all the missions in the base game because Hell in Hell can go fuck itself. Dante Must Die can kiss my ass. And I don't have the time to do that shit anymore. So, I don't even care about freaking platinuming the game. I tried for a year to get past at least 2 of those missions that I struggled on, and I can't do it. So, and I will say, arguably, I do feel like there are certain things this game does well, and there's a lot of things this game does terribly.
I'm coming for you, Bob. Great.
I could have sworn I've done this fucking level. Hold on a minute. Have I fucking done this level? Hold on a second. I could have sworn I've streamed this level before. Hold on. How many fucking levels? The planet. I was wondering why I didn't fucking... I knew I was doing something. Warning, starting a new mission will wipe all the progress of your current mission. Are you sure you want it? Yes. Because I don't even know why I'm even on that mission. I knew I played it before. I was wondering what was going on.
Who knows how many people die out there? Hundreds of thousands.
My decision. My cross to bear.
You have no right to decide the fate of so many.
I know it was extreme, okay? I know there was cost. But it worked. Mundus acted impulsively, in anger. The Hellgate is spent, and Mundus with it. For the time being, at least. But now is the time to strike.
Cat is in no state to do anything.
Yes, I am. You need me. Oh, they tortured me. I left my body. That's how I endured for so long. I explored Mundus's tower.
Does
I know how it
DmC
works.
have a super version?
How it's wired.
I have no idea.
What it feels. You both need me to defeat Mundus. And you need each other. So the Hellgate is the main source of Mundus's power.
It can only be reached from his chamber. You must break into the chamber and close the Hellgate. Mundus is still weak from his last outburst. This is your chance to defeat him. Mundus doesn't know that Virgil is Nephilim.
We can use that to our advantage.
There's a back door into the tower located here. Virgil, you must reach the security room undetected. So Dante, you will create a distraction. Here.
Hey guys, you looking for a fight? Here I am.
Just like your father. Too big for your fucking boots. Me, a god. Versus you, a piece of shit.
Once Mundus sees you, all hell will break loose.
Yes. A super version. I don't know. I have no idea. I'm trying to think. I'm checking Twitter for just a second to look at something. Your audio. Is my audio fucked up? My headset, is it being screwier again or what? Wouldn't be a surprise to me if it is. Give me a second. Okay. Well, never mind. Is my audio screwy or what? Is it fixed?
Stay close to the tower entrance.
Fuck. And I fell. Damn it. It's good now. I would say
The gates will
arguably.
seal. Dante, you need to keep them busy while Virgil makes his way into the tower.
Son of a bitch. Come on. Finally.
Dante, make a break for the main entrance before it seals itself shut.
That noise.
You'll have a few seconds at best.
Probably my dad. Shut the
Once
door or
inside,
something.
you will face Mundus's elite guard. Take him out quickly.
Showtime!
Sounds like screaming. I'm hearing it screaming. That was probably me at first, because I got frustrated about this, but I didn't hear any screaming at all. Then again, I have a hat on and headphones. So. Was the game? Oh, probably was. Motherfucker. Also, I'm struggling to really figure out. I was doing a little bit of editing earlier today for the Firefly section for the Arkham Origins video. I tried. I'm still trying to figure out what to really do. Like, not just, I don't want to just change the boss fight. Like, arguably, after replaying that section, on the PS3 and like really replaying it, I feel like the biggest problem that I have with it is not just the boss fight anymore. The problem that I have with it overall is the fact that this is supposed to be the tensest moment in the game, well, one of the tensest moments, and there's no consequences for anything that happens at all. Like, Firefly opens it up with Thane when you listen to the chatter and stuff like that. If the cops get on the bridge, kill a couple hostages, set timers, blah, blah, blah. But none of that even happens. Even in gameplay, if you're doing the stealth sequences and Firefly's goons spot you and stuff like that, it's treated like a normal stealth encounter. But there's no intensity to it because, yeah, you'll have like your bombs on the vantage points and your usual shit, but arguably there's nothing that they do. They don't contact Firefly. Firefly doesn't even know you're there till the end of the sequence where you actually have to fight him. And you're making your way through the bridge, and that's like it's kind of annoying. Like, there's nothing, it doesn't play into the intensity in gameplay. I feel like that's one area that it really struggles. Where I feel like you...
Virgil will knock out the internal camera system.
You know.
Mundus won't be able to see where you are.
Come to me, Dante. If you can. I'll be waiting for you.
I feel like... I don't even know. Like, there's so many problems that I have. It's really hard to think about it.
The corporate offices are heavily defended. One exception is floor 87, which is unoccupied. There, we will reunite with Virgil.
Maybe it's a me thing, maybe I'm just nitpicky, but there's a lot that I really don't like. When it comes to some of the stuff.
Good, brother?
Yeah, good.
Here you'll split. Dante, make your way to the east wing. Virgil, you will make your way to the west wing, where you'll find the main server room.
Good luck. You too.
Dante, you will have to cross a sky bridge to get into the east wing. You will find the sky bridge along this path. Virgil will take over the servers in the west wing. He'll clear the way for you.
You still there, Raw Chicken? Just checking. I guess you're enjoying the show.
Security going into the east wing is tight. You'll find yourself blocked, so don't try to cross it just yet.
Bingo.
Once clear, make your way into the east wing. Be careful. These floors are occupied. You will encounter resistance.
Yeah, probably.
Floor 87.
This is the finance wing. Those who work here are barely human anymore. They have been corrupted beyond recognition.
Ha ha ha.
One day, all of you.
Wow, that was. Yes, not surprising.
Humanity will be enslaved to Mundus, like these poor souls.
So this is corporate hell.
Okay, some. So basically, this is the Disney floor. What the hell? Oh.
From here, you'll need to make your way up to the next floor.
Fuck you. Ow. Ow. Why? This is hell. Where's Kratos? He ain't in this game. Actually, I was thinking about playing something new eventually, because I saw it on the PlayStation Store, and it looked pretty interesting. Oh, shit. Hold on. Motherfucker. Damn it. I'm dead. Motherfucker. Son of a bitch. that way. Totally not that way. Not that way. Okay.
What did she say? Floor 105? Skybridge? Yeah.
Floor 105.
You want floor 106. Whatever you do, don't get out of floor 105. It's heavily infested.
Oh, shit.
You dumbass.
Okay. Not that way, then.
Fucking Chris.
Right. No turning back. Shit!
You got to be kidding me. God of War 1, 3, PS2, 3, Kratos was such a grief after the. Yeah, I know. Ironically enough, I thought about making a God of War remake video, and how I think they could remake the original classics, but it's like, I never played the old school games, I played the new ones, and I feel like I would try to make it too much like Devil May Cry, and I don't feel like a lot of people would like that, especially older fans. Talking about the newer Devil May Cry stuff, not this. So, since it's a boy, you're going to be calling your son boy. Mr. Kratos Nolan.
Move up to the next floor.
By the way, if you're still actually there, I was going to bring up something. I think I know why I got kicked from the moment I joined in there. Either A, it was because of the whole drama thing going on, or B, I don't even think fans are allowed in there anyways. Maybe I'm wrong, but arguably it's pretty weird I got kicked or banned like 5 minutes in, so it's like, could have been that. But if you're in there and there's no problems, then I would say arguably, then there was probably somebody that just did not want me in there anyways. And I'm gonna bet. Sadly enough, the Marvel games and Justice only going to find no other sort of. Yeah. I'm going to probably bet. I like Lacey, but I'm gonna bet probably one of the ladies had something to do with it. Maybe her. I don't know. Because the very first, I did try like message her on Discord. I think after just being nice, and it immediately I think like I maybe I had a bit of a typo, but I tried to correct it. Who knows if that went through? But I just was being nice to say I hope everything's going well. I just probably I'll leave you be, but blah blah blah. And I think another reason probably I got banned is because maybe Zena thought I was underage or something because of my stupid icon. But I would say arguably, just because something is drawn kiddish does not mean that that is the case. I feel like I'm 21 fucking years old. I feel like that type of assumption is really stupid. I know what I was signing up for the moment I went in there. Like, I know that there's going to be some weird shit that's going to be said either way. But also, if the same mods for even for Lacey server are in there too, then I could say, well, at least as I was told, you finicky and don't give up on the. As I once told you, yeah. Also, I will say, I'm trying to think. I will say that I did notice something else that was weird in Lavender's comment section, and that was with the other Chris, the one with the brown icon. When I went over to his comment and to go in, like just to see, it's like an error or something. I don't know if he like blocked me or something. Or I know for a fucking fact I don't have him blocked. So it's a little weird for it to have like a little error when I go to his message. I know for a fact that there are people in Lavender's community that just do not fucking like me. But the thing is, she's not a part of their thing for I guess for a reason. Like, she does not want to be part of it. So the thing is, I was gonna say, it's a little weird for Chris's like thing to not work, but hey. But with the rack thing, I don't really care as much, but I just thought I'd bring that up because I was thinking about it. Because I've tried to talk to Lacey about this, but with her community, like her Discord, there was people in there that just did not like me and had it in for me. And I did kind of like, there was like, here's the thing, there was a lot of like personal bias, and like she just did not really hear me out a couple times. Like, she just made something out of nothing if I had a problem. Like, I literally told her multiple times I did not have a problem with somebody, and just because the assumption that I did have a problem with Philip, even though there was other people as well that have talked crap or was saying something. Hell, there was people that literally talked crap about me the moment I left once, and they started running their mouth. So arguably I would say that for people like she wants to play favorites and play that card of like the nice card, but until something hits the fan. I would say that arguably if I'm not really as much of a problem as people think I was, and even so, I don't like it when people want to play the asshole card of talking shit behind someone else's back. And when she was informed, from as far as I know, she's done probably nothing about it. And they're probably continuing to do so. And I wouldn't be able to join back from another account or any type of thing anyway. So it's like, it wouldn't matter, and I don't care. But it is the point that, in general, there's multiple sides to things. And...
Oh, no, you don't!
But I feel like if people only want to hear one, they think someone's this way, then they don't like something, they don't gotta like it. But I don't think people should be assholes. That's all I'm gonna say. But I will say something else. While I'm on a subject about stuff, while you're just here, with the other two channels, I will say I am trying to get into a groove when it comes to making content and videos that I genuinely think that people are going to watch and enjoy versus, like, just putting out shit for the sake of it like I do with this channel. And I will say that arguably, I think I've kind of gotten the hang of it over there with the gaming channel and stuff like that. And I do want to kind of find a bit of a balance to, like, just, instead of doing stuff for the sake of it.
The demons will have detected your presence in the East Wing. Time to move out.
Mother... Yeah, I've been subbed for all those. But roughly 2 years, the only two I... Yeah. Well, I did kind of notice a change in Zena's attitude to certain things, even with... Yeah, even me. And that's kind of why, for me, I will say that I've arguably stopped really listening as much to stuff, because I do feel like it's not as, it's a me thing, I don't have the time, and I arguably just, I don't know. With fame comes notoriety, and I feel like sometimes, even for myself, I have to walk a fine line, and also, but I don't, some people, I would say, maybe it's just because I don't know. It's not really fame as much as just, like, doing stuff. People are very, not just predictable. I would say they are not just less empathetic. I feel like I feel like arguably they attitudes kind of change, and, you know, certain things are just, eh.
Come on, Virgil.
Hang on, Dante.
Virgil, just be careful you don't trigger the tempering mechanism.
Bingo.
Bingo.
Not bingo.
Ah, that's bullshit.
Virgil, you must not let yourself get dragged into limbo, or you will lose your ability to hack the servers. If you are detected, it's all over.
I can make it.
Yeah, 5 out of this applies to my comments, even weaken it. But they don't throw out yeah, well, Dream does. I don't watch. Ow. Dream does, but I don't watch it as much as I should. Finna, honestly, I think she doesn't really respond to many people anymore because I think her attitude's kind of changed. Like, arguably, I noticed it with a couple comments. I think I even mentioned it to Dream. I said, maybe it's not my place. And I kind of just said, I've kind of noticed it. Maybe I'm stupid, whatever. And I just said that... What was the word? I think I said something on the lines of, like, you know, I get, you know, people wanting to, like, this or that, but, like, certain things... I even sent, like, a screenshot, and I kind of just, like, maybe it's me, you know, like, maybe, and because I kind of noticed it after a while, and I think I'm not, like, maybe from the outside box looking in, maybe I'm not trying to impose or nothing, but, like, I think arguably, I feel like that was a big reason why, probably another reason why I wasn't welcome. But I feel like the thing is I was coming from a place of, like, noticing it. It's like, I kind of just laid it there. It's like, just the way she worded it, and then just, like, from the way how I'm looking at it, it's like, you don't, my thing is, I get where it's coming from. Fuck. Fuck off. It's like, if you don't, like, if all you want is praise for the audio side of it, that's great. But, like, if you kind of just shit on people for talking about, like, thumbnails or doing this or doing that, it kind of comes off like dickish. It's like, if you want to, you can ignore that, or you can maybe, I don't know, don't give people shit for it because people can be impressed by something. You know, it's like, arguably, as like an artist, it's like, if you only want someone to talk about something this or this, it's kind of like one of those things where you don't have to shit on somebody for talking about this or that, or complimenting this or that. If you only want them to just talk about this, then...
Over here.
Kind of just...
Here, you will rendezvous with Virgil.
Seems we underestimated Kat.
I didn't.
You really care about her. About all of this. You once said you didn't give a shit.
Take the elevator up to floor 154.
Here, Dante, take this. I took it off a security guard. Might look like a taser in the real world, but it's a powerful demon weapon in Limbo.
Thanks.
Virgil, you'll make your way towards Mundus's chamber in the real world. Dante, there's no way through from Limbo, so you will have to go via the West Wing. Find the West Wing sky bridge.
Pretty much the spindle column of a lot of them. She's the most comfortable in the comments. And yeah, she is. She's nice. Like, she's genuinely a great person to talk to. I feel like for me, it's if someone can be kind and not like fake, that's a good start. I feel like sometimes there's some people that are very fake and and I can say this because I have had two people, I would say, that are arguably completely fucking different from one another. And they're both women, and they did ASMR style stuff. And one of them I actually became kind of friends with, and like, you know, we kind of, you know, she's actually down to earth, and we can talk, and kind of like she can relate, and she knows me well enough to know my intentions, and vice versa. She's older than me, don't think anything weird, but you know, like, she's pretty down to earth, and like, you know, she'll give me advice when I need it, and other stuff, and arguably, the other was kind of manipulative and kind of toyed around with feelings and kind of, you know, she would almost, like, she always give everyone, like, she tried to play the pet names and kind of belittle and talk like I was this baby. And yet she kind of played around with feelings and was kind of a bitch near the end. And she came back, arguably, just to tell me, and spammed it a couple different times, and then left, and she never responded after that when I told her no, because it's my art and I'll do whatever the fuck I want and you can fuck off. Basically because like her channel got deleted, she basically gave me like a thing of like, you know, to take down the art that I made for her, which I'm not gonna fucking do, and like remove tags and stuff like that, which I'm not gonna do, because here's my problem. Near the end, she was a bitch. I'm sorry. Some of the like, one, you insulted me and kind of played this like very asshole game, and because you got really yourself to that fucked over. And I would say at that point there was a lot of stuff. They're completely different. But near the end she just was removing like comments, not really comments, I think removing parts and kind of like playing this little asshole game of like just kind of pushing further and further and kind of like being a bitch. And really, when you get into a shower half naked and film it and put it on YouTube, yeah, that's your own fucking fault if you get fucking taken down. I'm sorry. That's your own fault. And also, to add on to that, you don't really do anything with people fucking being dickheads in your comment section. I'm sorry, but yeah, I'm not going to try to insult but Dreamy is pretty much capped on that. Well, yeah, I know that. I'm not referring to her, but I'm saying there was somebody else. I'm saying about my history with, like, I've known a couple ASMR style people, and There was one that I actually met. I think we even tried to talk on PlayStation. Eventually, she just quit doing it. I don't know what happened to her. Like, something, I guess, personal happened. I don't fucking know. Or maybe she was just kind of went and did her own thing. Who fucking knows? But basically, I'm trying to think. Out of the two that I would say that are outside of that side of things, Queenie was actually was a better down to earth person, and I will praise her up and down for being just fucking amazing and kind and just giving a shit. You don't know who that is. It's outside of your thing, being with the spicy rack stuff. No, this is someone outside of that. She's not a part of them. She doesn't probably know about them. Maybe she does. Who knows? Don't care. But basically, she genuinely gives a shit. And, like, she'll give me advice when I need it. And if I'm stressing myself, she will give me a fucking verbal kick in the ass to just, like, you need to fucking rest and fucking chill. And I need that. And she's pretty down to earth, and I check up on her. And, like, she's pretty much an online friend. And the difference between her and someone like the bad side of, like, people I've met through, like, ASMR being Comfort Corvix. Now, this is probably going to be an interesting story, but basically, I'm going to just lay it out in the open. She was a bitch. Corvix really kind of played around with emotions. I was very young, autism, so I'm just whatever. And when I met or, like, found her online, and there was a lot of, like, pet naming, and there was a lot of, like, manipulation. It's like, trying to appeal and kind of, like, pretend to be friends, but it's really not. She really kind of played this, like, fine line of, like, being manipulative slightly with, like, emotions at least from how I felt. So for me, I will say that I've had good experience when it comes to online stuff and meeting people, and I've also had a lot of bad experiences, and for good reason. I feel like that's something I've had to learn is, like, the good from the bad, and when you meet good people, it actually is great, and when you have the bad people that really try to fuck up stuff and make your life not very well, like, I would say I've met a couple that have done that. Like, what was the other one? He wasn't even an ASMR. He just tried to fucking be a dickhead and try to expose me for bullying or being an asshole, when really he's just as bad, and he was a complete prick. I'm trying to remember the name. Trenton? Trevor? Whatever the fuck his name is. Basically, he fucking was just as bad. But on the Corvex side of things
will be...
I would say that with her, there was a lot of manipulation and just playing on people in her own way. Maybe she doesn't realize she was doing it, but doing that type of stuff, playing around with the way you talk, and just to kind of, play up that, it's almost like, dare I say it, kind of like a whore. It's like like just playing up someone, or kind of like working their way of, like, playing on the appeal just for the sake of it. I feel like that was something she did a lot, And I also will say that something else that I realized with her, at least with Corvix, was that near the end, I feel like when her channel got like banned, she blamed me. But arguably it was not even my fault. I reported the comments. Like there was some assholes. I think there was one in particular that was so toxic. It's like going after anyone who was being nice or something like that, and just like she's not gonna fuck you, blah blah blah, and they'll just like they're playing like just preying on the idea of like this being a like alpha male, toxic, just douchebag. Like she's some type of object to be won, or she's some type of object. I would say arguably, I feel like funny enough, that same type of shit, I think, well, there was somebody who was kind of a dickhead in Lavender's comments. And they tried to like, oh, yeah, it was your fault, blah, blah, blah. I was like, no, it's not. And she actually came to my defense, and that fucker came to my channel and was like, why you gotta be such a bitch? And it's like, oh, I'm sorry. Really? It's like, whatever. I'm not a bitch. But the thing was, I would say I have had a lot of experiences that are different. Like, meeting people can be a blessing, whether it's different communities, like for video games or like ASMR or just whatever. But it also can be a bad thing as well, because you don't know what type of person you're going to be dealing with. And I would say, arguably, that I've learned a lot from people because of that, like the bad experiences more than the good ones, because you learn not to deal with it again. Like, you learn to kind of, I would say, if I probably didn't say what I said or didn't do what I did, it wouldn't have mattered. But eventually, it would have she would have,
You'll have to go up
something would have
5
happened.
stories of hell. I hope you make it. It's gonna be tough.
But not just that, just like any other person in general. It's like, arguably, you're gonna always have problems with people, regardless of who they are. I think I've found that out the hard way, just by doing this for so long, by what's the word? Yeah. Well, #1, Dreamy if official rules in Spice Bracket. And Zinna is a bit of the wild card, and nobody knows what direction she's going to go. And Bree Starlight, yeah.
She was right. This is hell.
Yeah. Well, I would say that's
Much better.
At this point, you should see the main core, Dante. You have to break in somehow.
Well, I would say, that's with them it's completely different, because Sock attack. Come on. Come on. And... oh, bitch. Oh, for fuck's sakes. Motherfucker. Fuck. God damn it. Until she backstabs and blocks me for the... Also backstabs and blocks me for the... Yeah. Press X for darts. Well, I would say, arguably, you ain't gonna see me fucking block your ass unless you piss me off that genuinely do something or say something that was genuinely completely a-hole-ish. You ain't gonna see me do any of that. I'm not one to block anybody from the channel unless absolutely necessary, but then even then I fucking undo it very quickly. Unless I can't figure out how. Or I can't find their account. Fuck it. Fucking hell. Got it. Fuck. Come on.
Knock, knock!
Skip. Don't care if I get a D. Go fuck yourself. It's always warm and comfortable.
Mundus's chamber is located at the top of the core.
Yeah, Lacey's pretty
There,
cool,
you'll
but
reunite
too
with
bad
Virgil.
sometimes
Be careful.
some people in her community are
Souls
kind
of
of
the damned
dicks.
will travel through here. Don't get caught up in the stream, whatever happens. Good luck, Dante. You're on your own from here.
Fuck. When I say that, I'm being respectful because I'm more saying people in her community, being more specifically her Discord. Oh, for the love of God. The trolls. I have more fun playing 5 than I do playing the dog shit ass game. And there you are. There you have it, bro. My analysis is only were 7 foolish enough to. 7 foolish enough to what? 7? I did not read I read the first half and I tried to read the second and it vanished real fucking quick. I wish they had it to where, like, if you want to have messages still pop up, they'll pop up on stream and stay there for a bit. At least a little bit longer. I don't know why I still do that. Oh. Come on. The snapshot of the attention serve the cloud snapshot. I have no idea what that fucking means. Genuine. Hold on. Hold on, let me check the stream though. Read everything, because I'm fucking probably missing a lot of messages. Hold on. So she backs them for what is this order? Yeah, well, yeah. But I would say arguably, I don't know. I don't know. Let me just check Discord and also YouTube. It's called for a second. Nothing on Discord. It's important. Don't do that slow shit. Ugh. Whatever. Oh, my head. Come on. Come, move. I'll not abandon this. Well, I'm not saying you shouldn't. Hell, if you want, you can ask him why I got banned, for fuck's sakes, because I didn't fucking do shit. I wasn't even in there for like 7 seconds, and I was like, I think the only thing I put in the chat was like, I wasn't gonna cause any problems. I was just gonna kind of just chill and do my own thing, which meaning when I said that, I was meaning like I'm not gonna fucking be a dickhead and be an asshole. Fuck. And then fucking dead again. Damn you. I'm gonna just pause this real quick, because I genuinely need to charge my tablet, and I want to see how much my phone has, charge-wise, and I honestly just want to chat. Shit. Because genuinely, take a break from playing the game for a minute, because I didn't want my head starting to hurt, and I genuinely just want to chat. And more specifically about something else, because I genuinely do not want to talk anymore about this. Because I just fucking don't. Genuinely. What is that? I could talk about something else. Genuinely, I do, changing the topic off of that stuff. I fucking, overhead. With the gaming channel, I think I've found a bit of a balance with the content I do over there. I will argue that it is extremely draining for me to edit videos and record a bunch of shit. I will say the idea videos, at least the newer ones, because I'm putting, I would say, arguably a month's worth of work into a singular video. Because I have to make the thumbnail, I have to make the grids, I have to come up with some elements of the script, and whatever is not scripted, I just improvise. I have to make the animation assets. I have to, well, the animation assets, this is where something is new that I'm trying out to see how well it, you know, if people even enjoy that, and if arguably if, you know, people think that is cool and like want to see more of it. I don't know. But basically, I'm trying out doing like animation style stuff where I can make something genuinely look cool and look alive and move and do this or talk or whatever. Or just genuinely have some fun with stuff. I don't know. If I'm being honest, when it comes to that channel and the art only channel, they're probably going to be very infrequent when it comes to uploads, because I actually have to sit down and fucking just say fuck this and come up with a schedule where I can just upload over there more like quality content and stuff like that. And arguably, I am not a fucking ASMRist, but fuck do I envy them on how easily they can get out videos that don't even take that fucking long. All they do is make a script, record it, and fucking make a thumbnail and call it a day. I arguably have to fucking do months upon months of work. And I'm not happy about it. But I also understand that it's a necessary evil, because if I didn't want to do the work, I shouldn't have signed on to commit to it in the first place. And I feel like that's kind of my own fault, so I can't really bitch and moan. The only video I feel like I put a lot of work into and it underperformed, and it makes me upset because I really thought about it, was the Nightmare Before Christmas video. At least the video game ideas video. I think I struggled and put, I think it was like a fucking month's worth of work for that video. That video, I think the ones that I really have to be in depth with are the ones that take the longest. I would say arguably Nightmare Before Christmas, the Arkham video, probably were ones that took me the longest. Well, I think the second to longest, because the Resident Evil Code Veronica video did take me pretty long. It did. But I will say that at least there was a lot of quality and thinking about it, and what would be funny, what would work. And I am so tired of being fucking drained all the time from editing. But I do not know what else to do. Also, the fact that you're having a boy Thank God you do not have a favorite pillow or anything like that, because when they get older, best to keep anything, keep certain things away. Obvious jokes and sarcasm aside, I'm pulling a little bit of Brad Williams humor. I don't know. I just... With the channels recently, with this channel, I am at a state where I don't give a shit what I post anymore. With the other ones, I'm a lot more conservative of what I want out of them and what I want them to be. I don't want to just put content out that genuinely does not work, or I feel like isn't as consistent or frequent or whatever. I don't know. It's just getting a fucking... Hell, even, I think for the idea videos, there's so many that I want to do, but doing them takes a lot out of me, because I actually have to think, would people actually want to see this? What would people want out of this? I feel like with the videos recently, I would say the what's I don't know, the fucking, like, even the reason why I even scrapped the God of War video, like, what if like the, how to remake God of War 1, was mainly because of the fact that I never played the original games. And I feel like the fact that I would lack that knowledge, and because of the fact that I would approach it with a very personal bias of, like, not really knowing what the fuck I'm talking about, and, like, just approaching it with the idea of, like, making God of War like Devil May Cry, I ended up just saying, fuck this. I'm not going to make the video right now until arguably I could find a middle ground, because I feel like if I make the video and I don't really know what I'm talking about, or I don't know what I'm doing, and I can't really find an idea of the best thing to really do, I feel like that's gonna really drag down the idea of what I want. And especially because God of War, I like the new games. I like some elements of the old games. But I don't like the fucking camera. Especially in God of War 3, I don't like the camera. I don't know. I'm a dumbass. Actually, the game, give me a second. I don't know if I could, no, fuck. I can't fucking pull up the store, on this thing. There was a game, I want to actually, fuck it, I don't care, hold on. There was a game I saw in the store that I wanted to ask and see if maybe you knew if it was a good game or not. Wish list. There we go. Have you ever heard of Blood Rain? Not Blood Rain. Basically, BLOODRAYNE 2. Blood Rain. I don't fucking know the name of it. My fucking spelling is dog shit. Give me shit for it all you want to. I don't care. But basically, have you ever heard of that? If you're actually paying attention and listening, Chris. Outside of the topic, Mr. God of War expert, have you heard of that game? Still here, remember. Yeah, but you're not fucking responding to the goddamn question, so that's why I was asking. Not if you were here, but if you knew the game I was talking about and if it was any good. That is my question, Chris. Not if you were here, but what if that game I mentioned was good? Don't get smart. Blood something. Blood whatever. Is the game good or not? That's all I'm wondering. Tending to the pregnant wife while still listening, so it takes a while. That's all right. Also, if your wife's listening to this stream, hello, hi. Has he started kicking yet? Boys tend to be kickers. But then again, so do girls. But the places they kick is, well, us in the damn groin. Ask your husband. He's probably been kicked there a couple times. I'm such an asshole. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I apologize. I know you're listening. I apologize. I can't say it with a straight face. I'm sorry. I'm an asshole. I can't help it. Fuck, it's doing that again. God damn it. And right when I fucking it plugged up my goddamn tablet. Shit. Give me a second. Oh, I hate PlayStation. I wish they would fix that glitch where it replays old messages until there's enough new ones that makes the delay catch up. me a second. I'm getting my phone so I can actually see what you're saying. It's playing the old shit. It does this shit, I think, sometimes, and it always gets on my nerves because why? Because of technology being assholes. Give me a second. Um, Blood Ring is got a good rating back in the day, but and yet she's this high. And the doctor says he'll start kicking in another month from now. Ah, yes. I'm sure she'll look forward to that feeling. Yeah, it got good rating back in the day, but okay. Well, I was thinking about getting something new eventually for a new game to play and see if I can really get into it, but I don't know. My thing is, it's hard to get me into stuff that's new, and I don't want to waste my money if it's like a dog shit game. But if it's good, then who knows? Uh, I fucking love Twitter. Oh, that's fucking funny and fucked up at the same time. I can't repost that, but God, that makes me laugh. Oh, that made me laugh. Um, where's shit. Um, yeah. Let me look. Shit. The gaming industry, I'm pretty much lost. I want a Resident Evil with Umbrella Corporation and not a Lady Dimitrescu. I want my Greek and not Norse mythology creative. Well, I feel like with the stuff that's going on gaming wise, like most they don't really know what people want because everybody's different. I would argue that's really what the biggest problem is right now. Um, um, because there's a lot of games, like arguably, stuff that's rumored and stuff that we really don't even know what is official. Hell, like WB, I would say arguably doesn't know what the fuck they're doing. Um, and shit. Uh, Shit. Trying to think. I know tomorrow I'm probably not going to be streaming for obvious reasons. A, because I don't want to. B, because I need to get a lot of editing done, and I try to get that done today, but I just can't. I've tried, arguably, but I can't. Um, Also, WB arguably right now is the worst gaming company right now, or just WB just doesn't know what the fuck they're doing. Like, you had someone crash your gaming division into the fucking ground who wasn't a gamer. Let's see. You had people, really talented people, working for you that eventually just left because you guys don't know what the fuck you're doing and they are sick of sitting around. Like a John Constantine game, a Flash game, both non-existent now. Just to focus on more fucking Batman. I'm sorry, I love Batman, I will always love Batman, but I'm kind of sick of Batman. More specifically, Batman games. Because they right now, except for Arkham Shadows, which arguably had a great story, I am tired of getting the same old shit. There's nothing new, nothing original, and ever since Arkham City or Night, like, down. Alright, bro, from me, and Vita, and the little one, and I'll catch you again next time. Alright, man, well, you have a good night. I'm probably gonna end the stream anyways, because, like, I'm getting tired, and I'm starting to ramble, so... You have a good one. Take care of your wife and the little one. Yeah. Have a good night, man. See you next time. I'm going to end the stream anyways. It's perfect timing. So, peace out. Bye-bye.